Hello, everyone. It is Thursday, October 22nd. Welcome to another episode of Together San Diego. I'm Luis Cruz, Community Relations Director for the San Diego Union-Tribune. The 21st Annual San Diego Asian Film Festival kicks off this Friday and runs until the end of the month. Here's some of what you can expect to see.
Let's go. Turn up. Let's go.
All right, joining me this morning is Kent Lee, Executive Director of Pacific Arts Movement, organizers of the San Diego Asian Film Festival. Kent, thank you so much for joining me this morning.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
My pleasure. As I mentioned, the San Diego Asian Film Festival kicks off this Friday and runs until the end of the month. So what's different this year as the film festival transitions into a virtual environment?
Yeah, so this has been a challenging year for everyone in so many ways, and certainly was the same for us. And we originally have a smaller showcase festival that takes place each spring, and ended up having to postpone it and ultimately cancel that given the ongoing pandemic. But it also gave us a chance to really rethink how our festival this fall would take place. And even though initially people really wondered, will it still take place and how? I think we've been excited to be able to assemble, a large number of films still, 125 and counting as a part of this year's festival. And the big difference, of course, is that we're doing most of it virtually. So the festival will be 9 days. And instead of scheduled screenings, we're offering films that you'll be able to pick and choose and watch at your own flexible time, pretty much from anywhere that you'd like. And over the course of those 9 days, what we have scheduled is over 50 different live and pre-recorded Q&As, as well as 2 drive-in screenings that will be part of the experience.
Yeah, I can't wait to ask you. I'm going to ask you about those drive-in experiences because I'm looking forward to that. But talk about some of the films. You mentioned there's 125 films that you're screening. What are some of the highlights that you would recommend?
Yeah, 3 of the big films that we call our special presentations are our opening, centerpiece, and closing films. And they're all, relevant to today in different ways. Our opening night film is a documentary called 76 Days. And it is, one that you've just got to catch. It's really about why we're here today and why we're in a virtual environment to begin with. 76 Days is a documentary shot in hospitals within Wuhan, China, during the 76 days of their initial lockdown. And it's really a human tale of healthcare workers battling the virus, working with communities, just seeing the human cost of this pandemic in real life. And also a glimmer of hope, really seeing how Wuhan and within the hospital system there, they managed to actually get past the virus as we know now. And it's really sort of an interesting look at it, considering that we today are still, battling COVID-19 here. Our centerpiece film is called Down a Dark Stairwell, and this is just a powerful documentary. It covers, in 2014, there was a shooting of an unarmed black man, a murder of an unarmed black man by a Chinese-American police officer. And what the film really captures is the sort of the activism, from different angles following that incident, and just seeing how different marginalized communities respond, considering a racial, bias within the justice system. And we get to see all of that unfold through this documentary. And then finally, our closing night film, in addition, we've just made in the last couple of weeks is Mogul Mowgli, and this is a film about an aspiring rapper who comes down with a sudden unknown illness, and just excited to have Riz Ahmed as the main actor highlighted in that film. And with all of these, we have different Q&As. I think I mentioned that we have over 50 of them as part of the festival. We'll have live Q&As for both 76 Days and Down a Dark Stairwell. And you can find those in our schedule, as well as a pre-recorded Q&A with Mogul Mowgli and the filmmaker after that film.
All right, that is so awesome. All right, we have a couple of comments that I'd like to show a couple of shout outs for people watching. Elsa Quintero says, saludos de Puebla. So watching all the way from Mexico. Thank you. Olivia Stafford, love it. One of the best events in town. Hi, Kent Lee. Let's see, Shirley Omari. We love Pack Arts and SDIFF. We go every year. Yay, Kent. So there you have it. A lot of. So we like to make this show interactive whenever we can. Speaking of interactive, so the festival this year is mostly virtual, but we're having 2 drive-in screenings in the Convoy district. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, when we moved to a virtual program, I think we knew that no matter what, we still wanted to have some way of engaging with our audiences. And, how can you have this festival without some way of sort of getting together? And in this pandemic time, that really means finding, socially distant ways to do that. And so we're really excited. We're holding 2 pop-up drive-in screenings right in the heart of the newly designated Convoy district here in San Diego. And so we'll be showcasing 2 films at the Zion Market in their parking lot. Special thanks to them for hosting us. And we are showing on Saturday a fun zombie flick called Get the Hell Out, and almost sold out. So if you're looking to get tickets, this is sort of your last chance at getting that. Might be some special appearances from some zombies and others in that lot. And then on Sunday, we're showing a documentary called Be Water, which really covers the life of Bruce Lee, but unlike many documentaries you've seen before about him that really talk about him as a martial artist, this is one that really covers his life as an Asian American and what the weight of that kind of representation meant for him. And so these are two films that we're excited to share. They'll be 7 o'clock each evening, and they're just a fun opportunity to get together, be socially distanced in your vehicle. You can pick up food, from your local favorite restaurant in Convoy and enjoy it while watching the film.
And Kent, you mentioned tickets are almost sold out for Saturday's drive-in screening. How can people get more information? How much does it cost?
Yeah, so you can find all of the films that we've talked about so far, as well as the drive-in screenings on our website. And I know it's going across the banner down here. It's sdaff.org. And we've got, again, 125 films from 24 different countries in over 34 languages. And so there's really something for everyone. And when you visit the site, what I might recommend is that aside from seeing the individual films, we also have what are called theme packs. So if you're looking for, martial arts films specifically, or films celebrating the fact that it's Filipino American Heritage Month this month, we have packs that sort of bundle together different films that you can catch there. So
that's a great idea. I love that. And so how much are tickets?
So tickets start at $8 for most of our screenings, which is not very different from what you might find online. And of course, they're great for an entire household. Our special presentations, the 3 that I talked about earlier, are $12, and then our drive-in screenings are $40.
All right, not bad. Love it. Talk a little bit about how COVID-19 has impacted the API community and why this festival is especially important with that in mind.
Yeah, when I said this was a challenging year, I think it goes in more than one way. I think for a lot of Asian Pacific Islander community members, what we found that in this year is that we've been battling not just the health impacts of COVID-19 or some of the social impacts, but also this increased racism and xenophobia that's come along with the spread of the virus. And so, we believe more than ever that in order to understand people, oftentimes you have to be able to put yourselves in their shoes, to be able to show compassion and have empathy. And, our work helps to really showcase stories from Asian American and Pacific Islander filmmakers, artists, not just from here, but around the world. And this is just a great chance to sort of see stories that might look and feel familiar, but might be in a different language. The tears, the laughter, the joy that you experience are still the same. And I think this is sort of an opportunity to, just promote more understanding in a time where we see a lot of division and, just a lot of negative environment, both around the pandemic and just even politically. And so we'd love to be an inspiration to the community in terms of promoting that more compassionate society. And we hope people will come and check out films that do just that.
Yeah, definitely. We were talking before we went live. This is one of those events that I look forward to every year. I love attending San Diego Asian Film Festival. So thank you so much for keeping it going, especially during this time. We really appreciate that. Kent, is there anything else you would like to add?
No, I think we hope anyone who might be interested not just comes out and checks out a film, but please go ahead and share it. This is a rare and unique year where a lot of our content is not just available to those in San Diego. There are some limitations depending on where you live, but we've seen audiences from all around the country who have decided they want to purchase tickets and watch films, and we're excited to really welcome everyone to one of San Diego's great festival events.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm really happy that you guys are continuing the tradition here. Thank you so much, Kent Lee, Executive Director of Pacific Arts Movement, organizers of the 21st Annual San Diego Asian Film Festival.
Thank you.
And thank you so much at home for watching. Have a great day, everybody.
San Diegans accomplish great things every day. We care about our neighbors and our community. We are proud of our diversity. We are resilient. We hold our leaders accountable. We live in one of the most dynamic cities in America, the San Diego Union-Tribune, telling San Diego's story for more than 150 years.